Well, hello there, everybody. We welcome you to another episode of A Day in the Life. Well, it's 6 minutes to 6 as we see the sun about ready to set, and it was a chilly day today. We're at about 45 degrees, but tonight's low will be down to at least 33. Tomorrow it gets up to 60, so that will be pretty nice to go out on horseback rides and enjoy one more episode left of this week before President's Day starts on Monday, which all of us are off, and most likely all the horses, the ranch, everything is closed due to the holiday, where everybody is out celebrating this day with their families and to celebrate President's Day, which I will celebrate President Trump on this day. But anyway, gotta say, love the patriotism of Trump. But anyway, not being political in any form of fashion, I'm just saying who I'm going for. But anyway, I gotta say, I am happy that this series is ending. I am glad that after 5 seasons of wandering around here, it is finally coming up for a decision. And gotta say, it was a difficult decision to make to permanently cancel this show. And because of the views that I'm not getting, it's just time for me to move on to something bigger and better. And we found something that all of us could be a part of, a special journey, adventure out on horseback. So, if you guys know that the Horseback Riding Adventure series is out, you may know. I'll have the link down in the description where you guys could check out this new series. 4 episodes are already out. There's 3 that are awaiting premiere dates, which already got in stock. So February 23rd, March 1st, March 8th, and we are pretty much getting episode 8 into production by tomorrow at noon, which we are going to find out which horse I'm going to be riding tomorrow. But anyway, I'm having a good time riding horses, experiencing the great outdoors, and getting to know some new people and making new friends. That's what I need to do. I don't want to hang around with the old people because those are not my friends. They're not of my age. I need to hang around people that are of my age, 30 years old and so on. But anyway, I am just super happy that I'm making new friends and plus bonding with all these horses. And I know how beautiful these horses are. They are just beautiful. And yeah, they like their ears being touched. They love hugs, It's good. It's good to make friends, and it's good to leave the old friends that I had behind and say, hey, I'm moving on. I'm moving on from this series, and we're going to have more possible ways where I could be back to film. I mean, especially on weekends where we can't even go out to the ranch. Where if it's example of it's raining or bad weather or stuff, we're going to do something else. Maybe even figure out a new series of some sorts, but that is hanging off somewhere. I don't know where, but even though we could catch the big fish later, which that's the big bass, and the big question is, where does that big bass, where is it? Where is it hiding? But anyway, good question for another time. We will await and see what is down the road, down the future from where we are right now. But anyway, I gotta say, And I know it's time to move on. It's time to get away from this series. And, I've seen a lot of bad things, a lot of negativity going throughout the first 3 or 4 seasons of the series. And I rewatched all those episodes, and it's all true about what I said. I was rageful, I was bitter, I was angry all the time. As because my friend that I thought was my friend escalated the problems between me and him, and periodically I know that he's corrupt and he's just a user. It's all true about him. I mean, it is. And he's like, oh no, that's not true. Oh yeah, it is. When you talk back to me and you tell me that I need to go see help, and, I, number one, don't like to be talked back to. I don't like people back talking me. I don't, that just irritates me. And that just drives up the anger level, you know what I'm saying? And he did a lot of things which I'm not going to get into because everybody knows what he did. And I'm not getting into it. And like I said, we are moving on. We're going off to bigger and better things. We got a seeable future where we could be happy. We could leave the negativity behind, which there's a lot of it. There's so much negativity out there that we all see each and every day. We see it. We see how bad it is. It's bad on the TV, the news, the fake news, where we see negativity all the time. Or we see it in our job places. There's a lot of people that are cussing their heads off. They're doing this, in the job site. And it don't matter where you go, but there's just a lot of it. But for me, to escape all that negativity is I go out to my favorite ranch, and that is West Creek. And I'm out there to experience the great outdoors, to get away from all the negativity that's going around. I feel a sense of relief. I feel a sense of a inviting presence. A inviting aroma. That's what I'm trying to say here. And it's really good. It's a good place, and I hope you guys get up there and experience life on horseback. And that's what this new series is all about. We go up there, the Baker J Studios community goes up there, and we film an hour. We release the episode on the scheduled air date, which we do have a lot of air dates through this whole season, and pretty much with season 2 hanging off somewhere out there, we are pretty much saying it will be announced at some time. I mean, the season 2 premiere, it's gonna be somebody's premiere, but we will await and see who gets that episode first. I mean, there's a whole lot of horses out there that can fight over every single episode. And pretty much, everybody would get an episode or 2 or 3 or however many. I mean, all these episodes are up for grabs for the first season, for the second season, for the third season to be determined in the near future. I mean, gotta say, it's pretty good. But we are going up to 18 episodes for the first season, second season, third season. There will not be a renewed fourth season just yet. I mean, we're going to wait until we announce that there will be a renewal. And so far, we will wait until the end of the season 3 finale. And pretty much, we'll see what happens from here. But anyway, guys, just wanted to give you an update. The next episode will be my last. And we are leaving here. We are saying goodbye to a day in the life. And so far, I'm just happy that I'm moving on. I mean, I'm getting away from the bad people and aligning myself with the good people. Making new friends that are of my age and, leaving away the bad people that I used to know. I'm getting away from them and hanging around with the people of that ranch. And if you have not visited West Creek Trail Rides, I'll have the link down in the description below where you can get a reservation. And you guys check it out any day you want. They're horseback riding Tuesday through Sunday. They're off on Mondays. Mondays, they're closed. So don't go up there and on a Monday because the gates are going to be closed. There ain't going to be anybody around. You may see the horses, but evidently those horses are on their off day. So no can do on Mondays. Anyway. The sun is starting to set. Roommates are gone to work, and already 6:05 p.m. The 17th day of February. Just feels pretty good. It's nice and quiet. This whole apartment only has me. Even though I'm off tomorrow, I'm off Monday, go back to work Tuesday. And so far, it's going to be pretty nice. Yeah, we will film one more episode for this series. It'll be our final goodbye. And after that, I'm done. So, gotta say, guys, I've enjoyed being a part of this series. But, as I said before, I was rageful, I was bitter. I was angry all the time throughout this entire series. I watch these episodes and I reflect about what I said about Benny. Everything's true about him. That he's facing corruption right now and he's pointing fingers at me. Which he ought to be pointing fingers at himself saying, yeah, I've done all these things, this and that, yada, yada, yada. He ought to take the full mantle of responsibility. If you make a mistake or you screw up or you do something bad, you take responsibility for it. You own up to your mistakes. You don't sit there and say, oh, he started everything. That's just one thing that you don't do. You don't pin the finger because, that's something that you just don't do. But yeah, he's pinned the finger. He pointed the finger at me. And, I just think that type of person shouldn't be around. And everything that I said through this entire series was all true. And everybody knows it. It's exposing his evil, his corruption. And, it is evil. Everybody should see that. When you cheat and lie and steal and manipulate and use, that's not good. That's why people will walk out on you. if you do those things, it will happen. Let me tell you. And I've done that. I walked away from Benny. I said, hey, I don't want none of this anymore. And I'm not going to tolerate it no more. And, I walked away from him. I said, you know what? I deserve better. I deserve to be treated with respect like everybody else does. And the world just doesn't evolve around him. That's one thing that he does not understand. The world evolves around the billions of people that are here on this world, and it's just not him only. That's pretty much what he fails to understand is when somebody tries to do good for him, he doesn't do good for the other person. He's like, oh, thank you for helping me. But does he get back in return? No. My 9.5 years that I've tried to be his friend, I felt like I was taken advantage of. And everything that I said in this series was all true. It's all true about him, how bad and how corrupt and how evil he is. And I'm not judging him by all the things that he did. I'm judging him because he's done those bad things. And I just really wish that he would learn. He would learn to be good to others, that he would tell the truth instead of lying and all this other stuff. But, you look at it this way. He was caught in a lie, and all these days that me and him were fighting each other. And, he was sending me those messages on Messenger. And he was like saying, oh, it's your fault. It's just this or that. Yeah, you get the whole idea. But he was pinning the blame on me. And I said, you know what, man? You can point the finger at yourself because you did all those things. You knew you got caught in a lie. And everybody saw your corruption. You took advantage of people. You did a lot of bad things. I hope one day that you'll wake up and say, hey, I hurt my best friend. I made him leave. Look what happened to me. He just went his own way and just said to hell with it. And that's exactly what I did. I walked away from him. It was like Ahsoka, in Star Wars. You know why she walked away from Anakin? Because she was blamed for a death that she did not even do. It kind of reminds me of her. And Anakin was like Benny. Ahsoka walked away just like I walked away. Both of us deserve better. Ahsoka deserved better. I deserved better. But, she's a Star Wars character, But, hey, pretty good for Ashley Eckstein, let me tell you. But, Ahsoka, she got blamed for the Jedi bombing temple there on Coruscant. And they wanted to put her in prison. They wanted to execute her. Penalty of death is what Tarkin said. And pretty much they found her innocent. They captured the real terrorist, who was pretty much a former Jedi of herself, like Barasafi is. And, she betrayed the Republic. She betrayed the Jedi Order. And all this other stuff. Ahsoka was in the Jedi Council chamber, and where all the Jedi, like Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, all the Jedi were there. And they said, Anakin was the first to speak. He's like saying to her, Ahsoka, I am so sorry. And, he holded out his hand to her with the Padawan bead, it goes down like that. And after that, she said, I'm sorry, Master, I'm not coming back. Then she walked away from the Jedi Order, abandoned Anakin right there, and all the Jedi that they thought she could trust. But she walked away. And just like me, I walked away from Benny. I deserted him. And I had my reasons. I deserved better. And I do deserve better. I think every day I deserve better. Now, do I think about him? Yes. But do I need to get off to where I need to be and go my own way? Yeah, I do. It's a whole lot better that way. I mean, I'm saying it. And I know it's time to move on from this show. It's time to just say, hey, it's better off to be happy, to make new friends, which I'm going to. And I will. And, maybe go out to the rodeo or even more horseback rides, but I will be doing that. I like going horseback riding because it's positive atmosphere when you're going out and you're enjoying yourself and you're meeting new people. And it is good. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to spend too much time on this episode here tonight. I'll give y'all an update. But, I hate to talk about Benny this way, and all of us know it's true. I hope and pray that one day he'll wake up and see the light and realize the news is not the thing that he should be watching. I don't think it's for anybody to watch. I mean, with all this negativity going on, I don't think anybody should watch it. They should just cut off the TV and say, you know what? I don't want no part of that nonsense, and it's evil, it's corrupt, and all this other stuff. And I'm sorry, it just is. But that's all I got to say about it. But anyway, guys, I hope everybody's had a pretty good day so far, and I have the link down below so you can get your reservation in for the horseback riding there at West Creek, and then another in the description below of the horseback riding series. So check those out down below in the description. And so far, we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, make wise choices, and always remember, keep it rocking.